Yo, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is your boy coming at you again on this afternoon at Big Randy Real Men Talk. Uh, Subscribe to my new channel at Big Randy Real Men Talk. It's at Big Randy Real Men Talk. First and foremost, before I get into today's video, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to everybody that contributed to the channel, everybody that took the time to, view my content. It's greatly appreciated. Thank y'all so much for that. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Today's video is going to be about Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, Season 4, Episode 3. It's called Bygones. Let's talk about this shit. Beginning scene, man, you got your boy Unique, you know what I'm saying, showing up to the Chinese food spot, you know what I'm saying. He see Richard and Sonny in there, you know, they taking out the garbage can, you know what I'm saying. He pop up like a ghost. They see him, they, whoa, we thought you was dead. You know, he direct them back in the spot, you know what I'm saying, robbed them, take the work, put a bullet in both of them, killed them both. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this scene like this crazy. You know what I'm saying? For a guy that they thought was dead, then he comes back and kill him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they was innocent, but in the drug game, things can happen. But damn, that was messed up, man. That was messed up. Next scene, man, got my boy Juke. You know, got Juke and you got Marvin sitting there having a meal. You know, Juke in there eating, you know what I'm saying? And the military people come show up. Because she kind of left and didn't ever come back. So basically, they coming back to say, hey, you know, we could have brought the military police to just come and arrest you. But basically the thing is with Juke, Juke don't want to go back to the army. Juke looking at it like, man, look, I ain't going back. You know, I'm gay. So, man, what you gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? So the dude sat down and told her, like, well, you know you're doing a disservice to your country. You know what I'm saying? Juke say, man, my country been doing me bogus for the longest. So it ain't no thing. But it's crazy though. But you know, it is what it is. Basically, the next scene, you got your boy Kanan. You know what I'm saying? He in there, you know, chopping it up with his grandma. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to convince her to let the family know that, you know, she is dying. She does has cancer. You know what I'm saying? And she's dying. You know, the craziest thing about that is that it seemed like their mother got some kind of bad relationship with her kids. I guess it's gonna come out eventually this season. But I really want to know what is her biggest miscontent with her own kids. I don't understand that, but she basically, man, agree with Kanan, man, to let the family know that she's dying. So you gotta see what's up with that. Basically, we get back to the Lulu. You know what I'm saying? He wakes up in the morning. He got his artist B Rilla over there sleeping with his feet up, stinking and shit, just sitting around. One of them lazy jokers, sit on the couch. You know, tell him like, oh man, you know my people, man. He got 3 kids and this and that. I don't understand these guys, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all mismanage y'all money. Y'all making money, but y'all mismanage it, and then you wind up going to jail. And they can't even bond out. You know, now you got to depend on a record label to do that. And you know they going to tax you 3, 4 times for that. I don't understand this dude angle. Hope his talent is worth it. But we'll see. Jukebox throwing away all the old army shit. She looking at that shit like, man, I'm tired of this shit. She threw away all her army stuff. I don't know, man. Jukebox in the army, she held her own, but I just think she just wanted to try something different. If you ask my opinion, I don't think she really wanted to even fuck with the army like that. She just wanted to try something a little bit different. So it is what it is. Basically, you know, we got the police scene. Well, you know what I'm saying. Marvin was going past, and he wound up seeing the Chinese shop, you know, with 2 dead bodies in it. You know what I'm saying? He looking at it like that. He asked the law, like, what's going on? The law telling him, you know, 2 people got killed. Man, it's crazy. Ah, Next thing, man, is basically, you know what I'm saying, my man Marvin going over there letting Rock know what happened. You know what I'm saying? you know, the first thing out of Marvin mouth, man, he get to thinking, man, it's the nephew, talking about the nephew killed him because the nephew was doing a little stealing. But nephew ain't had nothing to do with that, man. Ain't had nothing to do with the nephew, man. But he figured like he needed to confront the nephew. But the thing is, Rock also mentioned to him that, man, you've been meeting with Stefano. The feds know you are. He keep telling her they lying. Thing is with Marvin, when he on his game, he A100. But when he ain't on his game, he is a fuck up, man, for real. You're gonna go over here and be doing these side jobs with this guy, you know what I'm saying, man, and mess up y'all whole business relationship, man. This is crazy, man. Marvin, man, get it together, bro. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying? The next scene is basically, you know what I'm saying, Kanan's girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, Crystal, bumping into Unique. Now, she don't even know who the hell Unique is. She just looked like it was some creepy guy with a jacked up face, man, that was just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Kanan don't know who he is, you know, because Kanan ain't seen him. So Kanan ain't seen him, but she the only one seen him. He bumped into her. So basically, he don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? They sitting there having a conversation about, you know, she saying she ain't safe in that crib no more. And then you got to think, though, Kanan, man, when you in the drug business, man, you never shit where you eat, dog. You know? You never shit where you sleep. Where you sleep, where you lay your head, man, your product, you know, you supposed to have a crib where you got all your other stuff somewhere else. Not there. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna use that crib to do your work, do your work. Make sure the cash is somewhere way away, where it can't be touched, where it can't be bothered. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is on that. You know what I'm saying? But she basically trying to convince your boy Kanan to go get an apartment. Let's go get a new crib. You know what I'm saying? He basically thinking about it. So we up in the air on that one. Basically, we going to the next scene, man. You know, you got Kanan and Aisha. They going out looking for the crib and everything. Now, they done went through like 3 or 4 apartments. But one thing, man, I noticed, man, about the other one was that the white guy seen what they looked at like, and he didn't want to rent to them. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy that racism still exists like that. People want to be, don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You know, they don't want to rent to black people. I don't understand that. You know, that shit crazy to me, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know. But it is what it is. Now we on to the next scene. You know what I'm saying? You got your boy Lulu with Rilla. You know what I'm saying? He goes to the record label, you know, and talk to the boy Geffen, try to see if he can get some money advanced to him. Now the man Geffen, man, sat up there and said everything about, you know, how the Jewish people had to do this and do that. And the boy B Rilla, man, he just really don't even give a fuck about what you talking about. As long as you cut a check for me to be straight. But he sat there and listened to what he said. He didn't care. But he sat there and listened to what he said. You know, my man Luke wind up, you know, being the one to let the man get the advance. Nah, it's all good. Mom, he wound up visiting. Richard and Sonny nephew. He put the screws to the guy, trying to see, man, what happened to his people. You know what I'm saying? The shorty was saying he don't know what happened to his people, and they had left a daughter behind. So he's basically going to be an orphanage unless he's ready to take care of her. So it's a real bad position, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Next scene, Rock, you know what I'm saying? She go over there to holler at Kanan, because, you know, Kanan ain't been going to school. The letter came in the mail, man, you ain't even going to school, dog. You just basically said F school. I don't really blame him. He getting money in the street. He getting real money in the street. He figuring his head like, man, I'm decent. So, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Rock come over there and tell him, you know, the crib is clean and everything. She say, okay, you'll be around for only a certain minute. Basically, the nigga Marvin, he goes to go see the boy Early Tyler. Now, Early Tyler is the guy that's connected to Unique. He's the one that pulled Unique out the gutter and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, You know what I'm saying? He goes to see Early Tyler. You know what I'm saying? Early Tyler, you know what I'm saying? He asks him, man, did he know anything about the two bodies that got dropped in Chinatown? You know, he basically saying like, no, you know, he's just not hearing about it now. But thing is, you know, Marvin want to find out about Gerald's daughter. So he basically asked Early Tyler, you know what I'm saying, do his auntie still work for the Family Children's Services? So he wound up doing that, and you know, he wound up getting a little rest on, you know, on Gerald's daughter. Uh, basically, Juke at the hangout. You know, Juke, she wound up running into a few of her old school cribs, you know, her old school guys, you know, her friends that was out there doing them rips and stuff, you know what I'm saying? She wound up, you know, running into them. But it seemed like to me, Juke don't really want to have nothing to do with them. They still out there doing their thing, stealing and everything. You know, Juke looking like, man, I don't even want to do that shit no more. So Juke goes out the back door, you know what I'm saying? She wound up going to a club. You know what I'm saying? She wound up going to a lesbian club, you know what I'm saying? Where she can embrace her sexuality the way she wants. And it seemed like Juke was a little out of place until once she got in the place, she seemed cool. The lady showed her hair, you know what I'm saying? Everything was good, so, you know, big ups to Duke. Basically, Marvin gets a chance to go visit his goddaughter. He goes and visits her. This is Gerald's daughter. If y'all don't know who Gerald is, Gerald was the white guy. You know what I'm saying? He was the white guy that basically, you know what I'm saying, that died and was cooperating with the police against Marvin, basically. Uh, so basically, you know what I'm saying? They trying to see what's up with that. Rock and Canyon and his girl. Okay. Basically, and after that, you know what I'm saying? It basically looked like to me that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, they had a family dinner at the end of the show. Basically, man, the grandma she wanted to be up front with everybody and tell them what was going on with her, that she was dying from cancer. Rock got up and got pissed, left the room. She like, man, she don't want to hear this shit. It's like they was holding secrets. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. You know, but I really want to know what's going to happen in that family dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I wanted to say before I miss out, your boy Unique finally paid Early Tyler his money. And that's where Early Tyler like, man, you playing with fire, Neek. Neek like, man, I am the fire, nigga. I'm burn it all down. You know what I'm saying? The other scene, man, is my boy Neek, man, looking at his family. He really can't go back. He really want to go and tell her that he's alive, but he really feel like that's the only how he can keep them safe if that they know that he's dead. So that's why he's not really trying to do that. But he did leave them some money, man, in an envelope, man, in a box. And he really missed his family. You can tell, you can look at him and tell he really does miss his family. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Well, but basically, you know what I'm saying? Rock runs into Quan. Quan basically tell her, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, you replaceable. You know, I'm catching hell for my wife because them was her people. You know what I'm saying? Well, he really didn't even give a damn about them like that. He didn't even like them like that. But this guy gonna tell Rock, you know what I'm saying, you replaceable. Rock say, man, why I act like I even believe that shit? You know what I'm saying? She looking at it like, why the fuck would I even believe that? You know, anything that you say out your mouth, you know what I'm saying? So it look like they little trains finna collide. Another thing we gotta think about is what's so crazy is that, you know what I'm saying, she's basically looking to take his spot. But man, Rock, she finally goes back to her old plug, you know what I'm saying, Hakeem, you know what I'm saying, Hakeem telling her that, you know, the guy, you know, that ripped Rock off the last time. I forgot his name, man. The Mog, you know what I'm saying. He basically, you know what I'm saying, he has a good heroin connection. So what he's basically doing is what Rock's trying to do is muscle him to get that connect. so she can start her own thing and she can move trying out the way. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's what she working on. His name is Javier, I think. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who Javier is, Javier was the guy that went around Rock on the other season. You know, he played it. He went around on the deal. You know what I'm saying? Got to the plug. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know, that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Please subscribe to my new channel at Big Randy, Real Men Talk. Peace and love. I'm out.